Hello and welcome to another one of my videos. Now today I'd like to take a look at a US civilian ration. This is made by MRE Nation. It is one of their older Menu 19 beef raviolis. Now this was kindly sent to me quite a while ago by a friend of the ration community and a ration reviewer themselves, Tracy Phillips. So thank you, Tracy, and now let's get this on a table and see what this pack contains. And as you can see, I now have here on the table this MRE Nation Menu 19 beef ravioli. Now this is a US civilian ration made to imitate the military rations. This was sent to me quite a while ago by Tracy Phillips, who is also a ration reviewer from over in the States. So once again, thank you, Tracy. I have been saving this. He sent me this quite a while ago because I'm very unlikely to get many of these, so I've been saving it, but now it's the time to review. It looks like a US MRE. A lot of the components are similar, I believe. It also has the peelable seal, so let's see if that gives. Sometimes these do. Very nice and easy. Now I think the MRE Nation tend to pack a few more contents in here. It's slightly more calorific than the US MRE single meals, so let's see what we actually get. I'll pull these out to one side. So straight off the bat we have there the garlic mashed potatoes, so some garlic mash. We have a heating sleeve for the beef stew. There is some calorific information there if you want to just pause and have a look. So that's just the heating sleeve to use with the flameless ration heaters. This is the actual beef ravioli, so the slightly different sleeve. It says for beef stew, we have actually got beef ravioli. We also have a little accessory pack, which is down as the standard pack. I don't know if you can see that. It's down as a standard pack. I believe these were put together quite a while ago, so I think the newer MRE Nations are slightly different. But straight off the top we have a lemon power stick beverage base powder. We have some grape jelly. Obviously peanut butter, PB&J. There is a hot beverage bag to warm your hot beverages with, or inside of, and of course the US MRE style crackers. So that's that first little pack there. We also have an FRH, again US military style FRH. As you can see, it's all based on the US military. We also have a chocolate chipped cookie, trans fat free. There is a mixed fruit, so there is some mixed fruit pouch. A second beverage bag. And another little accessory kit containing a different looking spoon, some little Smarties, as you can see, a little napkin, and I think that's a wet wipe, some salt, pepper, coffee. So, as you can see, impressive set of contents, slightly more I think than the standard US military. So let's get these out on a tray and see what they look and taste like. And as you can see, I now have here laid out on the tray the contents of this MRE Nation Menu 19 beef ravioli. And one of the first things to notice on the tray, there seems to be a few more components than the standard US military style MREs. So I'm going to start off by taking a look at this little accessory pack. MRE star on the napkin there. So a similar looking spoon to the US MRE, but quite a lot flimsier. The MRE star napkin. There is a deep rich instant coffee, which I should be having in a minute. We also have sugar, crushed red pepper, which I'll put to the side just in case, a salt and pepper, there is a creamer, a little moist towelette, there is a little toothpick which I'll just also put to one side, and a little pack of US style Smarties to one side there. So let's start where I normally like to start, and that is making the drinks. So I'll have a look at this deep rich coffee. Now you'll have to excuse if you can hear a little bit of thunder in the background. We have a bit of a storm going on outside at the moment, so I've just had a thunderclap. I don't know if that was picked up, but we have a little bit of thunder going on. So very fine looking powder, and we'll go to this creamer, and last but not least, how I like it, we'll add the sugar, give it its best possible chance. We'll top that off to about half a mug. We find a lot of these ready meal MREs, coffees, are quite disappointing, so I'll give it its fair chance. Half a mug of water. Move that side to one side. I think then we'll have a look at the lemonade powder stick beverage, again MRE Star brand. It does call for 12 ounces of water, which is just a little over half a pint. So this glass is just under half a pint, or just around half a pint, so it may be a little bit stronger, but that's often a good thing. So very fine looking powder there, and we'll give it a full glass. Of that water. Spoon down. Okay, so let's start opening up the meals. So I'll start off here with the chocolate chip trans fat free cookie. So again, this looks very much like the US MRE cookies, and it's date code 7304, so it's the 304th date of 17. Just like the US military cookie, a large chocolate chip cookie with large chips there. Let's find somewhere to put all my rubbish. We shall just open the corner of the peanut butter, again standard in so many US MREs, being a little friend, just to take the corner off there. We also have a grape jelly, so again just using my little friend just to take the corner away. I'm going to move along, come back to the mains. The mains have been boiling for about 10 minutes in water, so I'll leave them till last. We'll have a look at these crackers, again military style looking crackers, see if we hear the hiss. Very tough packaging. There was a hiss. This packaging is very tough, very difficult to pull open, that one. Let's see if we can salvage the crackers in one piece. Looking very damaged. I'll just bring my friend in there, giving me a little bit of trouble opening those crackers. So again, these crackers are stuck, not coming out of the packet, stuck to the wrapping, as you can see. Very difficult to remove, coming out in crumbs. Obviously a production problem. This doesn't happen in the military variants. Just stuck to the packaging, come out in a load of crumbs. Let's just empty some of these crumbs in the bin here. It's gone everywhere. Tidy up a little bit, all over the table. very crumbly, very difficult to open crackers, which are obviously different to the military. Get crackers everywhere. I'm still tidying up from those. We have some mixed fruit, and just for convenience I'm just going to add those to a little bowl so they don't spill everywhere. So, very thick looking fruit salad with very small amounts of juice. I'm just going to use this napkin just to wipe my hands. Serviette, napkin, very thin, not the best quality, quite large, just very thin quality. Okay, so usually I'll put these into a bowl now, but because there is mashed potatoes and ravioli, I shall put them straight on the tray. So this is the garlic mashed potatoes. Just open those up. Packages does seem a little bit firmer than the regular MRE. Very wet, very wet looking mashed potatoes there. A lot of water in there. A lot of cream or something. Personally, I think that's a little bit too creamy. Very wet, very moist. There's a strong smell of garlic. And now we'll have a look at the beef ravioli. Put that on the other side. Neither of these packages are opening cleanly, giving me quite a bit of trouble. There is the beef raviolis there. I'll just put that at the side. So we've got the garlic mash and the ravioli on the same tray. Get all that juice out of there. So that's everything open. I think it's time to start with the actual tasting. So off with the coffee. Dark looking roast. Dark roast, very cheap style coffee. These would be in the UK a sort of store brand coffee, very cheap, almost like it's a chicory rather than a coffee. Personal opinion, not the best. Is a warm, slightly coffee flavoured drink, but certainly not one of the best instants out there. It is a warm, I wouldn't say comforting, a warm coffee style drink, but not one of the best. Very cheap tasting, very store brand sort of coffee. Now have a look at this lemonade powder. Quite mild. This is the had electrolytes in it. Even though this isn't the full 12 ounce glass, I think it's about right. If we'd have put the full 12 ounces in, that would have been very bland. As it is, slight bit of tartness, artificial lemon. You can sort of feel the electrolytes in there. Again, I wouldn't say the top quality best lemon powder drink I've had out of Rations, but it is a refreshing lemon flavoured cold drink. So where do we start? I think I'm going to start off with the garlic potatoes. There is very runny, very wet looking potato. There's one or two little herbs in there. Oh, wow. It is wet, it is creamy. The garlic tastes rancid. Oh wow, that has to be some of the worst tasting mashed potatoes I've ever experienced. It doesn't seem seasoned enough. It is overly wet. It actually tastes like as a rancid garlic. Oh, most unpleasant, not enjoyable in my personal opinion. Obviously these are only my personal opinions, but as far as mashed potatoes, cream potatoes goes, they have to be some of the worst I've tasted. That is so bad. I just need to clean that spoon. I say as a find, I will not cover up a bad component. That is the worst mashed creamed potato I have ever tasted, and I will not be tasting that again. Let's have a look at this ravioli. Ravioli is sticky, it's stodgy, overcooked. There is nice chunks or ground mince beef. Quite thick consistency, but certainly plenty of flavour. The raviolis are typical canned or store canned style ravioli. That not said, that's not unpleasant. It's very familiar to most people. The ground beef is quite large, quite chunky. There's a couple of little bits of the ground beef. Nice, flavoursome, warming, canned style ravioli. Lots of flavour, lots of taste. Certainly going to be finishing this. It is around about my lunchtime. This will become my lunch, minus the potato. I will not be touching any more of that. Let's move along to these crackers. So the US military style crackers, they look very pale in comparison. Tastes like flour water crackers. Small amount of salt, not overly salty, very nondescript, very basic background cracker. Will go with a ravioli, no sure. Again, not the best US cracker out there, not as good as the military brand, but similar style. It is a very basic white wheat flour cracker. Okay, as a bit of a bulking agent or a bit of an extra texture giver. I know I'm going to regret it, but I really must, in all fairness. I'll try a little bit of the garlic mash with a little bit of the ravioli. See if that is actually improving. Oh. Oh. Rather than improve the garlic mash destroys, in my opinion, what is an acceptable ravioli. So no, that mash is no points, in my humble opinion. So let's try a little bit of the peanut butter on some of this cracker there. So standard style looking peanut butter, looks like it's a smooth peanut butter. Quite thick, sticks to the roof of your mouth, good taste of peanut, quite dry, mouth drying. I think it does need a little bit of the grape jelly, but there's a good taste of peanuts, a nice thick consistent peanut butter, just a bit on the dry side, very dry into the mouth, but still good quality peanut butter. And a little bit of this grape jelly, so PB&J, a little bit of the jelly to moisten up the peanut butter on the cracker. causing me all sorts of problems here today. The grape jelly is thin, not as thick as a jam. Something that we don't really have here in the UK. We only have jam, we don't have anything like a grape jelly. Nice flavour, nice and sweet. Just like a thinner version of a grape jam. Good quality, nice tasting. Certainly helps with the dryness of the cracker and the peanut butter. Again, certainly nothing wrong with the grape jelly. Let's refresh my palate one more time. There's certainly lots going on. There is lots of food in this ration. I'm just going to bring in a trusty US MRE spoon. You can see the difference there. The US MRE is much stronger, different shaped bowl, but it is a similar sort of style. Choose one to try this fruit. Looks like a fruit cocktail. The juices are a little bit lacking, a bit thinner than a normal canned. It is peaches, grapes, 1 or 2 cherries, a basic quality fruit cocktail, canned fruit. Again, not the impression it's one of the better brands, but it is what most people would recognise as a canned fruit cocktail. Certainly nothing wrong with it. Excuse me, just clear my mouth. Oh, the chocolate chip cookie, large, crumbly, very dry, very chunky. Try not to spill it all into my ravioli. Sweet, chunky, crumbly. I think these are the ones that you do find in the US MREs. Very large pieces of chocolate, very large crumbly cookie. Sweet, tasty, chocolatey, certainly filling, plenty of them. And finally, look at the US style Smarties. I say that because here in the UK we have Smarties, but they are more like a chocolate M&M, very similar to chocolate M&Ms, with them coloured crispy shells and a chocolate centre. These we have similar here in the UK, we call them fizzers. They're usually a fizzy sugar little disc, just like these. Very similar. Nice little sweet candy disc, sweet disc. Very similar to the UK fizzers. Certainly, again, nothing wrong with those. I'm sure there's a taste of many childhoods, so always nice to have a little bit of extra sweetness. And finally, we'll have a look at the moist towelette. Small, not the strongest, quite weak, but certainly moist enough. There is a moisture there, a wetness. Just not the largest. Let's have a little smell. Leaves a slight detergent smell on your hands, but nothing unpleasant. So, nice little wet nap. Not the strongest, but it certainly does the job. So, quick summary. Overall, a large meal in this MRE Nation menu 19 beef ravioli. Overall, the components will fill you. There's certainly plenty of them. I don't get the impression these are all quality components. The worst thing I've ever tasted in a potato is this garlic mash. These are my only personal opinions, but I did find those truly unpleasant. I do say as I find, if I find something truly unpleasant, I will say. Likewise, if I find something which is of decent quality, I will also say. So, Not a bad menu, some goods, some bads. I'm going to leave it here. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe and hit that notification button for future videos coming very soon. So thank you and goodbye.